It's Wend Nerd Out time! What's up, you guys? Happy today and happy Wend Wellness Nerd Out time. Today, we're going to be finishing our discussion on the abdominal muscles, and we're talking about the rectus abdominis. So let's get right into it. Rectus abdominis originates at the pubic symphysis and pubic crest, and it inserts onto the costal cartilages of ribs 5 through 7 in the xiphoid process. As for its nerve supply, it is innervated by the intercostal nerves, T7 to T11, and T12 subcostal nerve. And the blood supply to the rectus abdominis comes from the posterior intercostal, subcostal, and deep circumflex arteries, along with the superior and inferior epigastric arteries. Now, as for the action of the rectus abdominis, which is our 6-pack muscle, really could be a 10-pack if you want it to be. Really wanted it to be, I guess I should say. Its action is, of course, flexion of the trunk, as we know very well, compression of our abdominal viscera, and expiration, just as all the other abdominal muscles are involved with it. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to get to you in a second here. Thank you. I hope you get something out of this. So we've gone through a lot of abdominal exercises here in the past few days because really this all started from talking about lower cross syndrome, right? We have those weak abdominals, those weak glutes, those overactive hip flexors, tight hamstrings, and lower back erector spinae muscles, right? And so we're talking about how to strengthen the abdominals, and we're going to get into the glutes tomorrow or in the coming days. We may take a short hiatus for Thanksgiving, talk about some relevant things to the holiday itself, how we could be a little healthier on it while still eating delicious food. But today, what I want to run you through is just a quick little circuit. I actually did it today at the end of my workout, and it was a complete killer, absolute killer. It takes 10 minutes, so let me show you guys real quick. And you can do this. You can do this today. You can do it tomorrow. So all you need for this, you really don't need anything. I used the medicine ball, and I just used the 10-pound medicine ball for the first round. I did 2 rounds, but if you want to do one, that's fine with you. It's a great thing to do at the end of your workout. If you're less advanced, you could just make it your workout, and that's fine, all right? So what I did was I had a medicine ball, and I put it on my feet like this, okay? I laid back, and I lifted my legs with the medicine ball so it rolled to my knees. I caught it. I stopped it, came back down. It's still on my feet. Come up, catch it. Don't let it come down. That was the first move. I did each of these moves for 30 seconds, okay? And there are 4 moves. I did them for 30 seconds each, and I went through those 4 moves 4 times total, okay? So it makes really 2 minutes per move, right? So really it's 8 minutes, all right? So it's not too bad. So the second one was a similar concept, and what I did was I had the medicine ball here. I came in and suitcase crunch. Now, you could even just hold your hands behind your head, your shoulders off the ground. Medicine ball's on your shins. Medicine ball is on your shins. Now, what's a good thing about those types of exercises? Aside from the fact that obviously we're contracting the rectus abdominis by, going up and preventing that ball from rolling and yada, yada, yada. You have to balance it. And you can't let the ball fall off, or we're not going to count the set. But you hold yourself as accountable as you want, but that's what I do. If the ball falls off at any time, I have to redo the whole set. So obviously it never falls off. Right? You just don't let it happen. So you have to focus to really keep it balanced. And that stabilization, that balance, is working the core even more. Right? So it's fantastic, I think. The third one I was doing were what we call our hip rocks. You hear of them as reverse crunches too. But when wellness, we call it the hip rock. And we have our hands behind our head, shoulders off the ground. And I had the medicine ball being cradled by my feet, which were dorsiflex. This is dorsiflexion. Fun fact, this would be plantar flexion, right? So dorsiflexion. And I have the ball cradled right here. And I'm lifting the hips off the ground. I'm lifting the hips off like so. You can come to the top and you can hold for a second. Come down slow. As soon as your tailbone hits, right, your sacrum or your coccyx, you come right back up, right? Come right back up. And you should feel that one, all right? Especially in the lower portion of your rectus abdominis. And the third one I did, well, at this point, your hip flexors are a bit tired, right? And we don't want them to take away from this rectus abdominis exercise, right? We want to hone it in. So what we do, plant the feet on the ground. You know, the last one. You have the medicine ball in hand. You come up, raise the shoulders off, come down. Right as they're about to touch, you come up. Right as they're about, you come up. And you can come up and almost back a little. Up and almost back a little. Keeping your head neutral, not to stress your neck too much. All right? You're like jutting your stomach up and down, really, with your shoulder blades coming off the ground. All right? So it's those 4 moves. Now I did 30 seconds each. So after that last one I have just showed you, I went back to the V up, right? So the first time we did it through was when, remember, we kept the ball from falling. You know, we met it at the knee, kept it from falling. This time, you're going to take it, grab it. Now it's in your hands. Put it back, grab it, right? And what I do to have fun, because I think it's important to have fun while you're working out, or you're not going to be able to do it every day, is I take it and I throw it onto my feet, right? And I catch it, and then I whoop, throw it, catch it, right? But don't be lazy and throw it and lay back here and just catch it, you know? Throw it, catch it. Throw it on, catch it with your legs. Right? It makes it kind of fun. So now when we did the suitcase crunch, the second one, you did the same thing. You're throwing it on, you're throwing it off. Throwing it on, whipping your feet a little, whoop, catch it. It's fun because it's athletic, you know. It keeps you engaged, it keeps it interesting, and it makes the time fly by. You know, you can't be miserable just sitting there doing standard crunches and crap like that. It's never going to last. So you do that, and then this time when we did the hip rock, what we do is we have our shoulders off, and we're holding the ball this time, and unweighted down here, right? There's no ball on our feet, it's in our hands, and you're just doing a hip rock. Doing a hip rock. And the fourth move stays the same every time. It's that crunch, right? So now we're 2 rounds through, okay? And look, if you can't get through 30 seconds a move each time without rest for 8 minutes straight, I guess that's relatively advanced. I don't know, I'm pretty used to it, but you know, we did a lot of core days at Wend Wellness, so that may explain that. But if you could do it for 15 seconds a move, that's fine. And challenge yourself. If you want to try 30, maybe you get through 1 round, maybe you're dead. You know, see what you can do. And then next week, maybe you can do another round. Right? So the third time through, what I did was the ball was in hand this whole time. So ball in hand, come up, reach for the shoelaces. Reach for the shoelaces. Same thing with the suitcase, ball in hand. And you're going to go over your knees. Come over your knees with the ball. Okay? Now with the hip rock, it was the same as the last round where you're holding it with your hands and just rocking up and down, rocking up and down. Of course, the fourth move, still the same. So now we're 3 out of 4 rounds. Last round coming. We can always get through the last round. It's all hard, right? You know, there's just 1 left. You can always do it. You went on a 5-mile run. You have 100 yards left. You can sprint them, right? It's always easy in the last round. So now this last one, we combine all of our moves. So we have the ball starting on our shins. Comes up. You prevent it from coming down. Then, still in your shins, right? You fling it to yourself. Then, you come up with it in your hands and reach. Repeat until you hit 30 seconds. Same thing with the suitcase, all right? So it's on your shins. Come up. It stays on your shins. Then you fling it to yourself. Then it's in your hands. Repeat, 30 seconds. Now here's the catch. The only thing that's different this round is when we get to our hip rock. Here's what you're going to do. You've got 2 moves of 30 seconds each left at this point. 1 minute total, and you are done. So you make it hard, and you have fun. You don't sell yourself short. You're going to be up with the ball like this. You're going to come up and hip twist.
hip twist, keeping your butt, the low back off the ground, twist, 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 twist.
Getting your obliques involved as well. You do that one for 30 and then for another 30. Just do it straight for a minute. I promise you'll be dying. I was like, man, I was really pooped after that. So it's a good one. I wanted to give you something that you could apply to your day today. And whether you have equipment or not, again, you don't need the medicine ball for it. You could use a backpack. We've done all those moves at Wend Wellness with the at-home workouts with a backpack. You could do them unweighted once again. So whatever you have, make use of your resources, you guys, and go get after it. And please let it change your day. I hope it does. Judith, how you doing? Melanie, what's up? And Strive. What up, Joel? How you doing, my brother? Miss you, man. All right. Thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day. Go get after it. Don't sell yourself short today. You deserve to do the best that you can for yourself every day and get addicted. Become addicted to improving your health, your body, and your life. Please, all right? Do it for yourself, all right? So thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Happy Wend Wellness. Thanks.